Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about a Stanley tool. I picked this up at Walmart in the Christmas season of 2014. And they were having like stocking stuffer type of things, and this is it. And it's a Stanley tool in one, which is supposed to be a number of different tools all in one heavy doodle handle. I agree, and this is STHT73845. In case you ever want to look at it. That little plastic was a guard for the edge when I purchased it, and these are what the tools look like here. So now we're going to look at the device itself. Now, first of all, it's very heavy. And we are at 320 grams. So this thing is not light. It doesn't come with a case. So this is going to be like a desk or junk drawer or toolbox tool. Though if you have a toolbox, you'd probably have a better selection. So what do we have here? Well, we have a device that is an axe on one side, a hammer on the other. It's flat, square, which is kind of interesting. The hammer actually could be used to hammer things, though obviously very small things. We have a deep hex wrench on this side and a shallow one on this side, because this particular thickness here is only about 1/8 of an inch, while this one is almost probably 3/8 of an inch. So you can really get a much better purchase with this one, though they're specific. I haven't measured them to see which actual sizes they are. Since it's American Stanley tool, I'm going to assume that it's for the American standard set. Then we have this axe, and this axe, it's got no edge. It's also fairly thick. So for this to be effective, you would probably want to have the grind come almost all the way back to the hex, and you really want to thin that out. And then you want to put a grit. And I actually may put an edge on this just to see if I can put an edge on it. I've actually been thinking about getting a new sharpening system, and this may be a good example of something, see if it'll actually do something. But my question is, how often have you encountered yourself in a multi-tool needing a teeny little axe? That's an axe only slightly larger than my thumb. You can't carry it. This is no case. You could come up with a way of carrying it, of course. But how often do you need an axe? Now, actually, oddly, it's fairly comfortable. It really is. It actually is. Even though it's massively heavy, it's fairly comfortable. It's only connected with these two pins, and they're riveted. So I have no idea how much stress. It's interesting they put it at an angle, so if you're chopping, the stress is being delivered here, so it's not just going right across, so you're getting some mechanical advantage. Though when you're hammering this way, you'd actually probably be doing the opposite and probably loosening those rivets. I'm not sure. So I have no idea how well that's going to wear. But then we have tools. So let's pull up the tools. First up, we have a metal file and also a metal saw. It's kind of the edge right here. Could be used to, I mean, it's just the edge of the files, but I think it could be probably used to do some very light scoring and such of metal. But you've got two metal files of different grits, and they actually have a nice feel to them that actually function. And of course, a screwdriver. And then we close that one up, and then we pull the next one out, which is a tip a tip blade. Oh, sorry, well, I missed one. I'll go back and get that one. Here we have a Phillips, fairly small. It's chromed, which means it's not going to get a great purchase on something. And it's got a bottle opener, because all multi-tools need bottle openers, because, you know, you can't go without your beer. Now let's see if I can get the other tool out. There we go. Now we have a saw. Interesting that they put an axe and a saw on the same tool. You'd think that there would not be a need for that, and I guess you could probably use that as a screwdriver if you really wanted to. But the saw actually has 2 rows of teeth, and it's fairly sharp, so it may work. I'm not positive on that one. And then lastly, we have a standard knife blade, which is abysmally, so dull. Yeah, that's actually, I'd have to really push my finger in there to get that cut. That's about as sharp as a butter knife. I paid $10 for this, which is not worth $10. I bought it strictly because it was so incredibly, unbelievably absurd that I had to show it off to my my viewers and show you that it was just insane. I don't know who Stanley's marketing this thing to. I really, really don't. I think it's just weird. But it's an official Stanley tool, and you could take it apart, I guess, if you wanted to. Though I don't know why you'd want to. They designed it so that these big friendly hex heads could be coming apart. But maybe you could turn it into a functional tool. Now, that's a question. Could any of you viewing this video think of how you would turn this into a functioning tool? That's a good question. Could I turn this into a functional tool? All right, folks, tell me, what would you do?